lamorlal jibirlal banko kan ani banko e bantala kal bismillah fansum programme wote kafme bitilo min kana Eyeafrica TV ay news anin ay radio mi yalan ko nin tembe nan sal konton al tonal konton lal ka jibero ko fanna to banko kan ani banko e bantal katanda ko albadi manene mes bojan telbe sede studio kon jang be min kada lu tawoto ko le kata en safno honorable ablay bojang mi yalan ko nin tembe na bam fe studio kono kaka take fenna mi yalan ko biden dim banko la tembe nyal nin tembe anin ala nyato ta nin kayru basun nim fengo fenna mbaka take la walla mbedi ndingo nyokan ka gambe ke nyon tangote akumata abetata wato wati e pour ngana kata kolke ngaka ke fena mi yalon kolem banko sula amba mari man satla dan ne mbaten plan ba jayla to momina fele bi fana mabeta te programme wala ata bitilo programme wala e ki war ko dol bambul jam mi an ko nol bitala e ba janol bitam be mista bojam bulala folo mi yalon ko be konton dirol dilala folo e bari mari man satla sa tento nga jayi fana anim fana ka dani do be na programme ni fon sa ko mas bismillahir rahmanir rahim ani ngakum alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin mbe duwala mol fana million ko ngata ndala ka ma tu central prison anin kata fo loptanol fannala e ko la ko momo kan fo ala sañi ma bondi kan mbede no nyokan ka bondi ka senendi ata bitilo programme Mr. Bojang e bismillah programme
ya men mol be konton nay no belbe jibe wala Gambia jang anin Gambia bantala mbe Eyeafrica mol be konton nan nenne management and everybody men bani fa kontona be duala kay ko sabati Gambia kay ko sabati Africa and in dunia dulaw be it's good to come back once again
kayro man nyosro kayro ko mara man nyosro
nyonta
na so dawda abega ke hani man pensor ne kayro so mara masha
Allah wala beti kayro nim fembukala
kayro ko mata ba abudu limu fenete mi anka ko mata ba kale ba min kala wala nin ko ate dimas lungo dam yalan ko ate MPP la ka fo molu mi anko safuno council of elders mi yalan ko combo is insafu ko temmen e wultalde pour ka dadaro ke la patila ate combo is fannala e butu munen nata ke o fannala wala ke ta katandi ko MPP ka fo dol e bri wulta e ko ye lamin sedi e wala muta fo fati fo ya muta wala kototi wala ya muta nyaton koti pour ka je ko ka MPP la sulo balundi ate combo is wo mo keme ko mol finteto fannata pour ka tajeto ka support tandi ka tandi ko MPP iba nyasi kan kata for 2026 no ki waro stance namuruna
baraka bake combo is la council of elders alotale albambang ding ñu wa tambitanu e ben ke ka kuta yandi ka nyaron kolu tombon kuta ke ça congress yo kelenu e place di so ala executive ni atimatale la kiamano wala mo pamala mamane nimbe jumoro kuta ala la executive molu wala nata kamben ko ye lamin sedi honorable lamin sedi le muta ifati lamin sedi wala president kafinoti kukenyo anin National People's Party executive member la mari adala marra secretary on finance anu nyin council of elders ila lobula warta bake combo is la politiko kono sako MPP la parti wala fannala kalu nyin karre fa min be ngaka jangi election sako be tambita imantu koma
nanin ka fo niyaje mbenin ka fo yola alfa balle benin ka fo kono min yaro ba ketan ton la combo fi alfalti kawo alfal konton komi ye kato minke pour kanin ka fo lo bi alhamdulillah rabbil alamin nin ka fo combo fi logorobe keri wato minna pour ka carte fawo ke dan alfal le bi jamili yaron ko duka suto sino e duka tiro sino e be funding ke noma pour combo fi diri council olon fo chairman olon fo president olon pour yewin wo alfalu wolle nado si kanin ka fo jibe ka fo silan to lefta mo la pour kan na combo si bondi manta mo ko to de manta mo ya manta to sim fango si da combo si le fango si da kanin ka fo jibe mo no nyanda alfa ka fo si da combo si da nin ka fo nado singa jibe biringa ka kan ko ma badu fo nin ka te fo tambi kan se singa nin ka fo lo kabininga lo in carte fawo nyati lugo diamo binasial ala nata ke carte fawo ke da banda nata alfalu soto min ke nan fawo baisi mbarindi ma ke mo jaga anaba komandiro ke ko ka kafolo natural man saliya kata nafatala
ka Gambia samba nyata suku West Coast len Gambia be gisuku mot fault len West Coast dafta wolon na de na diata alay pareta mune fault le West Coast na be kisikis le say nga nyoron di karala ka Cairo sabati ndi Gambia banko kam ndol manna ka president Barrow fasa kam fangole fasa because nimbanko tenkunta mbe Cairo sotola nimbanko man tenkunta Cairo sotola oto ka president Barrow fasa e ke fangole fasa nal nimbabal wolle na bidoku fa tenkunta oto ntol fanan bingol nim mamari wala sama nyanta tenkunta
the other thing na doku ñol men bija gogono bijanne amanke ukaf ñolom mbadi ngolom mbadi korato wana bu se mbalo bijanne afana mun kaf ñolati kanunte ba de le president la kaf ñoballe so bari to be mi abeta yan sa ko bala barak karfo min dita namira gogono ay asone andi bulle because ay dandile ko be lola le ngakatoke kaje ko barati de malari dolbe la ñing area to kaje ko lu wakila la ngame show ngado ko ke nim president ñomoy kaje ye daniro min ki jam association
Butun Bojang bele woje nyola combo is Council of Elders ya kafolo je mi yalan ko lefta ka MPP slow balundi anim fana ka lam sidi mutafa wolon ni ko ka MPP slow balundi bara diamo ni ko na kamta ko 2021 kana kan bidin presidential election botal nan cartel mi fato fanala akamta kombode maneta MPP bule bara kamta ko nin tembene bela plan so le londe kan wala ke la slow londe pour kalon actually ka next election min kana ka target malum fo ya jelaw
political all so continue ka ke anyways ngamen jawolem you know Gambia lafta do kulal Gambia lafta nyaato talla Gambia lafta ni wulta yeta lafta no to bogo soto Gambia lafta ni wulta moti nyapinde kan wala ay boyi kan Gambia lafta dingole kan ken do soto mawoje follow from the Barrow-led government. So I believe more right to like associate, affiliate, based on Elaji. A lot of Gambians believe that MPP has lost their way. Ila silo, you know, filter the silo, and it's going to be difficult for them to get back the trust me along mole ole riposikang mole ole sotonum, you know. So they have a lot of work to do, and that means they need to have a very kind of pragmatic leader, and then we have to see that physical thing. I don't think this would be the solution, going around talking kamomuta banning far and all that. I don't think that is the solution. There are a lot of things that people need, and then you fix them. People of Bikama don't want to go to Ndemba, don't want to go to Banjul if they have problems. They want to make sure if they have issues, they can be solved within Banjul Hospital, Bikama. Within Bikama Hospital itself. People in Fonyi, in Basse, in Soma, want to make sure when they have problems and accidents, they are able to get their surgeries and whatever medical attention in Biam General Hospital. This is exactly what we need. So if anyone can give us that, maybe. But they are not up to the task, it seems.
Okay, mbawd la fon la bakale bari même moti nim fanam kulet mi yalan ko ASP Mohammed Way Dabo nguno kumasta nan kibarol finta katandi ko sisel lomninti sisel mi yalan ko ye fayle mi yalan ko nya jibe abita fo almost kontina nya mumen wala min siata woti wala min doyata woti bara asiata bakale tumo minna kibarol finta katandi ko ate mu fendete mi yalan ko sise wutol lomnilti mi yalan ko ye fay daminto wala keta abuko ne chori safti dolko ye ki mil fintindi woloni ko sisel min fay pour que di sul wala anin fen ko tongol mi yan ko pour wol sa domono bari anara ke fente mi yalon ko akita ni ku ya mbulunguti mi yalon ko banko dingol nata kalamta ko mo dantango dol fintita e pour kata wo siselta ye wo siselta to momina wala ninde ko ka sisel ni mutaka ta ka sambe e yalto andum Mohamed Way Dabo anata confirm ay min fo kibar talale wala ninde ko aka aya confirm le ko to nyalom ninti e molbi je mil yalon ko e fintita pour kata wo siselta e to momina yata i pareta wato mina wala ninde ko ya sambe ya wo kono inata mo kono to mutala mi yalon ko ye aresle wo mo kono tol kono anti crambe do ko ke kana pour ko mo muta pour kanyini karoni kiskisro tamdo fana kono atendanta ay min fo kibatala wala ko nimu sise wuto leti mil yalon ko tumo minna nim maril mi yalon ko iba ko kiskis kana pour karan jumalle a fay bari bire fayro ke fanna mina wala kada abu ko ne chori safti ila nyinin karo nin jabiro nin fannale nin kibata bila tambita ye min tandi wala nin ko ako birin tumo minna inata nam purka nin be muta kurka yen ko muta ka be find out wala ka be kisi kalon inata lon wolto ka tandi ko nim fennet mi yalon ko dol fo nga commence le ka samba fo ka kele friol kono bari birin tumo mine mol min fana ares wol fana nate makoy tententa ka kibaro ni muta e ka kiskisiro ni muta ka kono fanundi e inata to mol dolta milia kele firjo ko inata ate bulo kono ani mo kotongol mi yalon ko fon e mako maska yusiya mute ate bulo kono bari ay min folo ni fanati ko be tentennale pour ka ci kiskisiro ni ka kono fanundi wo fandoro ni kono pour ka lon ko kana mantoro ke e molla tumo minna anti crime be kiskisiro ke kan ini la police wol ni ko koram akamta anti crime be simpata kam bari aborun ko laje fana damen ko lalon ni fana damen ko brikama dumos ate Mohamed Way Dabo killing atententa je fana to tumo min ni anti crime operation wala e min tandi wolon ko tandi ko bal min be o ma fo wala million ko min dulal min be o fanal bele e ko e be shut down ni mo fenet mi yalon ko butung dol ko ni tada wujulani safarolo fanna dol ko amanyan community to because crime jamale ka kejani kumane jamale ka kejeto million ko ni loi mante ni loi fora nyokoma andum fana police wol kayne fo fengo fe yalon ko min loi fota nyokoma wala ni loi man nyoje wala police wol mi yalon ko tel ka loi kantane ko de ba loi tantende ka loi kantande wo fanala pour inen loi kana so nin kum mata a bedara wato wati e pour kam wol muta kamol jamfande fengol la mi yalon ko be kel albala kote wala be kel kote mi yalon ko ini khadama de wala nyantul manta akamta ko nim bal mi ko yesoro fannala kaje ko fenno mi yalon ko ini sartul manta wala manta takan silo mi yalon ko komi e bankolal wala tamanyamin Mohamed Dabo tententa ay nim fokki batala abutu nin non kumolte miyan ko aborana police wala deputy PRO bulo kono Mohamed Way Dabo ay min folon ndi ko katandi ko sise la fanna yambole bari bojamba sise la fanna mi fay ye ci kayte ye bula fi jok wala mulla tek dum ino foko
o ga meta de wala konko banko mandia
bar konko kata nyaawo nya fana ka sise la million ko ino mil fayta mamira yano nim banko nyanta kala de ma baka min folon ko kantar lalu ani milba palaso to inta ka wakil bakele pour ka do ko ke kana sida ma wala nyata ka taman yari membale fonninke do e dulino fonninke do e mayne sol tajang ayamuta ke dulino mo mala woyo dulino wa fi damen
yalo mala fake mako ni senso police will be doku kende balla when it comes to this and then I salute them for that nge tentu nge jai ila doku ni maka you see now it is time for government, the National Assembly and other relevant agencies like food safety to step up.
Yeah, food safety director was here last time and ngene fay katani ko albe simple ta kanne pour kaje ko kamol tankane nimban ko kono ba food safety de
mbadu nga nyim foy you see in the first place meli nyinta ka samba ila sol kono pour ka domo to nyalem amanyan na kala nsontale banka foyle ko ay ka même fana itande molla walem konko be banko konole bata be banko konole but that is not the only thing in fact in civilized world ibuka fango fay anyhow
ha
fango fe men dunda na nyim bankun kan anyanta lonnale mune dunta nan anyanta espala wati juma before ite fango ba fay la autorité sol nyanta ka lonna ko
akumada bakale
nangam anyanta expire ngata ngala bagasol check aning there should be a designated area me ya long faygo nyanta kala walleto me ya long faygo to kala no wonyama it abe disposal ba security be tagala jene ani mechanisms to make sure hani bengol fo manya naka access for bengol man right so banko me organized ika police wol mako no nyadile bagaso men duntanam banko kono me ya long it has potential danger near dispose of in any way police ol katale law ya make sure ya jeko a disposed as per the regulations as per standards bare momo be fengo file afaye time men diata e wati o wati
anu fana ngame
so womanke mol la problem odi amanke police la problem odi but food safety and relevant authorities there has to be a disposal mechanism more be or follow.
Environment partner is part of it.
This is it. Yeah. And that is why we need to work on our supply chain systems in this country. Because it can in the mileage kodi. But what about Borol Menka Fai? Do you know? It can find into an indinol access and what it does to our soil organisms. So we need to have our system up and running. Our system is way too low. Our bar is way too low. Fengobuka fine or anyhow. No. So nyata ka wala foro kiskisi jumala ya fay
wala police wa tande ko mi ya fayro ke kiskis ro kelale anim fana mi fana taro ke mi fana taro ke e bol fana mutalale ye muté
a fay da men fo jele nyata kala fay do lat in the first place is that a designated area pour fayro sekeje we need to ask that so government also could be culpable in this because we have an environment to protect we have animals to protect that is the truth. So it's not you just throw anyhow. No, there has to be designated places. Melo Fagoka Keno and police on Yantabola Kalamale, environment against Yantabola Kalamale, food safety Yantabola Kalamale. And that is why we need to work on our food supply chain systems and our food,
safety. Food safety, there is some farming so Nina and Najara can defina Kumata Bakare. We are talking about but food safety, Banco Nudulo food safety level. Ning Department of Member of Food Safety, no among Namang Tano, Command Intertal Nimbanko will be name. So ibajalako then food safety nyanta sim fatala hana to iba kata kanne bari yenta ka kutkata laka in a sense ko masakunda mol kamin folo masakunda nyanta ka moto provide kadi food safety la nim mol mi yar kono food safety do fana men fonyo wala ni ko kata ndiko food safety nyanta ka trial then ye software so mi yalon ko bagaso nda banko kan yenda ka record le kalon ko nim bagaso nin date car nata compagnie car la fenya bara yenda expal ni wat car le deni bajal ko wobe cool terrain le bul bakana pour kalo bari jama baka men folom fay expire on siadal mi yalan ko hansang dol fon bi jefang e ka tumiro katane ko man jama kana banko kan at the end of the day ike la detol ten jam
this is it you see because mediam kan pour kanyim banko samba amantara mo jalay kan but let me tell you this. For example, when you come to pharmaceutical regulation in the Gambia, Bogo Mayalong and expire in next 3 months by regulation, Pharmacy Council and Medicines Control Agency by regulation, by standards, it are Bogo Wafinola on wholesale. So nim pharmacy la taka Bogo sang ite bulu, ite may have fena. But what Bogo Nandaka expire in next 3 months, that Bogo man qualify Puka Wafino
wholesale.
Retail is our Wafino. But wholesale is our But again, it's a lot of economic waste because food safety should not only be about control markoi, can make sure the food solmendomo is safe, but also to help even those in the business of food. There should be data collected to know more ka jelle domo chicken auto, sisino nying watu jumala more ka gena domo. This information would even help importers of food related products ka alonko nyanta ka jelle fenang ani manyana ka jelle fenang ninga jelle fenang abe tinyala ninga jelle fenang abe tinyala but so that would also help the business community
lato min fana kala bojang wala ko food safety to mo min direct on ngani nin kaja wala nin ko itel kar lay mun kan katandi ko nimu domor fen karate mi yalan ko banko dimor sa accept nol I mean folon ko ni woni le certificate wala kana so it means ko ni ne certificate kana but natarun ka ateni le banko la loi ning il faut nyoko what are you going to do.
This is the problem that
these
also
are things we need to find out.
This is it. You see, you can be talking of other things, but there are basic things that we need to have as a country. Lab, food, laboratory testing, sort of medicine, sort of. So, certificate of origin and whatever you call it, it can also find less just like pharmacy and medicines control agency. Masin table, ning factory ko memu it all want. How so are you that I'm a mistake also? So these are the things, and these are the things that we need to work on. nga nyim politiko bula anin ka bula ni molle tonya fo you try to think else nyim banko nyanta seriously. We should have leaders who are serious. Nyim patami in Africa be generally we don't have leaders, we have dealers.
Okay.
Yes, because leaders should think 50 years ahead of today and bring policies and things that will help us. So there's no way these people can even tell us that this food is safe, except that, okay, ya gibe ni nyala, masin table, okay, kaito men nata, iko tenem, wata wante. Nga jele jamol ka fengo pasul wata ka bile.
Director afoja na ko dol bije, expert dol bije mi wa food safety, ako dol ne fengo jibe katandile ko nding aben fenka.
Aha, won mu bualeti, buayale woti. Iye fengo jibe rialo, wobe mintule. Buayale woti. We are talking about science, we are talking about technology. So you cannot just by the look of things from your naked eyes ya fa ko be nyim nyine to boyalti wo be mo yalla je woto aka munta mo won kata da men ka ya funyi sama nyine be kala nyinde kala. That is the truth. So they should work on having equipment, laboratory, can make sure, okay, whatever that is coming to this country is safe for human consumption, and also there should be data collected to help the dealers in food. At expire level. Now expire level, there should be a safety procedure, standard operating procedure or protocols can make sure you all dispose. But I want from in the first place. So and these are the things that we should prioritize instead of prioritizing other things. So Ning is something else. Before the Bola Mohammed wife Dabala Koto, let's go to alcohol.
Yeah, ako druma kolong blado bije damian ko ka fa druma kolong abrika mala fanala iko bal mem bije to be soronne.
This is it. It's very important. Kudos to the police. Now it is time for the relevant authorities to step up with policy, to step up with what actually will take this country and protect us. Now for Jammeh, nga safele, nga send for publication, Standard are published, Open Gambia published, and other platforms. I said, if our borders are not controlled, a Gambian Zimbabwe is on the horizon.
Gambian Zimbabwe.
Gambian Zimbabwe. Muna kira Zimbabwe. Yesita le forenale ko beta include beyond 20 liters, less than 24 hours minimaketo. Before you are able to get another supply, it should take you a certain number of days.
Boja yami ni banko ko haimale dol ko banko kam be haimo wolong be kodo sulla nyami
wala nan ka wala foy and wala to nyati
ando jama bay min tan ko druma kolonna sorongo manke ko min badam mate badol ko dindim meren jama barakata jami ko dia on the age according to mol kam
fo ma wala foy Nigerian or menka do nyim banko kan sorry ka for Nigeria they are all Africans, and I really believe there supposed not be any border as far as Africa is concerned. But you know what, there has to be standard. Mo me ya long abina kan bankun kan meke table karan table sembe table londi table femo fen table ite amra ni wona ite la banko kan ite famo la banko dingol e man do ko dino wala wa mum do ko sivala kala na man te chagati aning dolo wavo aning kudo na tonya fo nywe. So we need to promote, okay, ngana border shut up, but the people that are coming into this country, we need to have laws. That's what I mean by that article. So it is Nigerian binakang dindi merentor. Ye na wale bentola street soul bacon. Ibe Balto, ibe Johnson Alto, ibe Dulabeto, ibe Senegambe, ibe Dulabeto. Ibe nedindi merentor karandikang. And what didn't know when you're president Walti. What didn't know when you're more mental attack on school. And again, I would tell the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency and of course the Minister of Interior. They need to work on changing a lot of laws. Ye alcohol ke free nyamo $50 ye mo muta ikali pa wala ye mo muta ikasogon wala sam boyo le nyamo ko fon bulale because agele nyamo woke ake man to gale ke mutale ikata munela ikata dolole mi feke la ko tol bondi dolo don ka mention to la wolem akan na dinningol akan na fon ninkel le kungo tolonendi because ika dolo me wafda amake doloti spirit jow bala akan mole tinya wala nan ko man Gambia soto Gambia man sama
dol ka foko ni barama da fanga muteya ke la baramu
spirit lem fema ngam spirit lem dolo generally ka use for that is antiseptic and all that we understand that but ngam explain for dolo a quality of fongo ibuka wa fi bankun kan dolo nyanta seglale dolo ma nyana kila 35 to 25 75 ibagala momo fran be dolo minna ibe nyefelale and you put money into the economy bare momen yala ani ñetti abuka dundi economy kono abe wulale rek wala na sa be keri na gaga sol fana ñata ko contrôler biko mol ko wulle apparenté ay temps rek bu kama banjul na 2 3 4 trips rek ila lu betata biko it also da famo fen men nay ba so wala dollar ye temps rek ye dollar san ye ñamo san abanta that is not good for this country so our child protection alliance and other people also should work on these areas can make sure the normal man yana tagla apparente yala because apparente amen benyin banku ga wolem amante pour ye moto no bare pour ye manda soto eta ye dolo sam because dolo is very cheap wala eta ye chago jono ye fek so ñun la ñata falina ibagala hani chaga abe chere abe serla abe difficult al musa keno so ñamo ñanta ko kuje jibe ñamo la ko
but doing ka mol jakal bojang wala nde ko e ñamo mutam mo bulo kon let's go back to drug law enforcement e ñamo mutam mo bulo kon ya populace dunia be yalon ko e drug e ñamo mutam mo la bulo kon come to mi yalon ko full container almost container drug ko lanta jan han bi han sama e ko case ning e basa aba court house banda keda wo borin ko laje 734 blocks of cocaine o fana mutada jande wo fana borin ko laje they have almost 104 blocks o fana boren ko laje droko fana boren jan mi yalon ko nim banko kanja according to the story min natan wolon ko droko tara fallanta banko toma do kan mi yalon ka be ro banko kan wo fana keta issue doted so who are these people milka droko di drug law enforcement
is a big question it's a very very big question drug momo ka deal ye connection
because dema ba ka wala foko droko damanta milka deal ni wol man stop ima wol eliminate ima wol jindi imela career tinya then droko ta stop nola
be wala explain kay ata stop nola droko momo ka di le connection la stop and wo connection of man bona iten ya as ordinary Gambians wo connection of bona molle amele wol se lono ye kuke mol se lono ye makato bay so wala toñat
anu do
mo photo phone na bakasi malon jumale ba ngalon ne explain fact ntol be nyanga je ko mo bu ko wosi fa keno e man sembo soto banta keta ite alon wala ite nena mole mo me banda keta lo
no
wala so banda keta is like is a mystery mo bu ka understand no and how come wo be kanala kude mede kude ta plan wo man kanano de bagay dog fenkala wol ko ka kanano de you can understand that na ku jejane attempted ku doliye mutale later even after announcing wol man kanano ba nga mol gele mel yalan jang wol kanata nole drug so that tells you something is wrong somewhere and at the higher echelon so na tonya fo ñoy wala nan ka for example membe chere wolem drug ko ñing especially cannabis and alcohol na hakilo to ñin to bak niye mo bare ngina yedo bula abitawol that is what we call close substitute in economics ni mangin soto if you go in for this imo soto you go in for that which can replace that
opportunity cost
this is it so you will now realize that at the end of the day boil sign cannabis may along woman jo ya back yo bula le by the loi yo ban bagay nya e fen ko ñing dolo loi ma ban and afede kasago wata na bankum kan dina fengo fen beti sa e ñatni wala woton na loi la ñenta falina on how we consume alcohol on how we access alcohol at mini markets and stores that supply them and what is the quality of alcohol menka du ñim banko kan and menka wafi and that is where the National Assembly should come in that is where food safety should come in that's where interior should come in that's where immigration should come in because we have people coming into this country introducing not only their attitude but they are also introducing their businesses in the form of prostitution, in the form of trafficking, in the form of what? Alcohol and other drugs. Another time. You have pills, more pills or trafficking. So this is what we should work on. So when we work on that, then we will move as a country.
Then
if we don't work on that, we cannot move.
Butu ngamere ni sambalaro de banko dingol kamin folon ko chief of operation anala timo mol Gambia police force aning anti crime la ila tanim dungoni fintoni ngawa ko mala baka these are things mi yalan ko banko dungol kanile wosi katandi ko pour kaddan la kala hani ma samano zero totally bare yenda kar just bakale abudu nim ko mata bakale ni ajibe fana ni mu fenel mi ko let's go to ECOWAS ni mu fenel mi yalan ko e metun kala ko rek mono ba
kala fo e meeting kala ko
e ba meeting kala ko rek on Thursday bare meeting for okay
yalo ECOWAS la ko viewers please pardon me ECOWAS la ko kan jelele yalla mna kan jelele
bare ECOWAS mu si very serious pen ko de ka jele
let's be frank ECOWAS is not serious
de ECOWAS mi ko Africa tunno
yes economic community of West African states is not a serious bloc. It's not a serious regional bloc. It's not a player, it's a follower. It's not a leader, but it's a dealer.
But
that's ECOWAS.
Why you bring this conviction like dealer
for
and
you
a
to
dealer,
understand?
Dealer and a leader. What's the difference?
ECOWAS are not players, they are followers. ECOWAS, if I'm using singular, is not a leader, but a follower. ECOWAS is not a leader, but a dealer. The reason is this. Mbabe sending
left and out.
Nico, you are a player. It means you have a role, you have a say, and you can act upon certain things. You are part of the decision making. Nico, you are a follower. It can't normally do. And that is exactly what ECOWAS does. So you need to be a player.
But ECOWAS tembo water. ECOWAS tembe
asembo nyanta wala wotile.
Ila miro muna ECOWAS jindi because ECOWAS mantaron.
You see, from the get-go, ECOWAS was designed to be remote controlled.
By?
Yeah, designed to be remote controlled by multinational institutions, by the West, the IMF, the US, NATO, EU. That is the truth. Museveni, who is part of ECOWAS and is a leader, Uganda, Gaddafi 6 years of states. Libyan crisis. Who stopped them? It is the West. So it means they are controlled. And from what they do, how can there be a problem, for example, in Niger, and you don't have anything to do or say is you are giving them 1 week, otherwise you will attack them. You don't even explore negotiation, mediation. You don't even explore it. Why? And coup, is it that it started in Niger? Why this reaction from ECOWAS as far as Niger is concerned? So what about Ilako? ECOWAS, they are followers. They are followers. You come, they are dealers. You see, there is difference between a businessman and a leader. A businessman is more or less a dealer. He is into arrangements to see what favors him, not what favors the masses.
Businessman.
This is it. That is why they say ECOWAS leaders are more or less dealers because they are into arrangements that would protect their power, their stay in power, but not in the interest of Africa and Africans and those that they lead. So that is the difference between a leader and a dealer. But a leader will do for those that follow for him. A dealer will do for himself.
Barboja, Nyajibi, Malibe ECOWAS kono, Conakry ECOWAS kono, Burkina Faso ECOWAS kono, Niger ECOWAS kono. But Nil Tambeta, is there any agreement Malini ECOWAS tema? What is the agreement between ECOWAS and Conakry tema? What is the agreement between ECOWAS and Burkina Faso tema?
If ECOWAS agreement or members, basically, they are there to promote trade. They are there to promote peace, stability. We need to have a borderless Africa. Africa without border. You can do transaction here in the Gambia, in Nigeria. You can own big shops in Nigeria without any problems with papers and other things. Basic cool, right? Just like in the EU. ECOWAS is there for what? Human security. When human security, when people feel they have access to security, to peace, to their things and all that. They can live a life worth of living. That is human security. That's what ECOWAS is for. But why? Amantara Chekan, no. Let's ask ourselves. ECOWAS is money for Nunjang, ima ECOCO for Nunjang. Munana ECOMAN na, kabe itende be dindiara, hanfasa ECOMAN keno. European Union had euro as their currency, for one thing.
You thought for a time of maybe.
Now, actually, what is stopping that?
Africa.
What is stopping that? So that is why, yes, by principle, ECOWAS lafta menna is very good. But imantara tamakan ni wala. Now we have this wave of new generation, Melialong, they are fighting against that. Let me give you a case in point. Niger, alaye somenna, which is uranium, amongst other things. France came on from walla, but Niger found Bukana pass the water. And ECOWAS basically be Ojibeka. Congo, Yemen Soto, cobalt, the world's largest. A grade of the Congolese, and in other resources near put together is more than US GDP when it comes to its value. But why is Congo not seeing peace? And where is ECOWAS? Even though there is another part of Africa. But I'm just giving an example.
Yeah.
Libya, which is part of us, ECOWAS. Gaddafi had plans because he has many tons of gold, which is sufficient. Ka kodo de damel Africa baby will use la. Jumale afa. ECOWAS le amakoy. Ye West makoy NATO yafa. Let's be frank. France, Mali. So we can go and count and count and count and count. Jumale Thomas Sankara fa. Belgium ni US. France BJ. So why are our leaders with vision assassinated or they just die in mysterious circumstances? When we have our regional blocks, AU is here. Why is ECOWAS keeping quiet when countries and their leaders are changing constitutions for them to go for third terms or terms that are unconstitutional? They will be quiet about that. What is happening in Senegal right now? Why is ECOWAS quiet about that? Why? Why is the world not stepping up and say, hey, what is happening is wrong? So how can people believe ECOWAS is leader? They are followers, they are dealers, they are into arrangements.
But before I forget this. Okay.
Look, why ECOWAS is a failed institution. But ECOWAS is failed. I'm telling you. Why is it that in Africa there is no human security generally? In Africa, people are even suffering to get basic water. In Africa, people are suffering to breathe good air because of the multinational national corporations that are mining gold or mining uranium, and then they are polluting our environment. We cannot even have good air. ECOWAS will never create a force in defense of our natural resources. ECOWAS will never create a force, an army or an agency, in gold, in minerals, in uranium, in everything that is protected. But they would have or propose to have an anti-coup d'etat elite force. Anti-coup d'etat elite force, who does it serve? It serves the African, ordinary African, or it serves the presidents? It serves the presidents. So it tells you that they are into doing things that would help them stay in power.
But munadina ECOWAS ni nata coup d'etat fanal dul fana katandi ko it's not the solution. Military rules is not the solution. Coup d'etat
may not be the solution. I agree.
And ECOWAS bole by kankatandi ko military coup is not the solution. And the water can no fend me ko as a no.
100%.
Because democracy banko mole min se carte fay wetara palasoto. Natar non come mari lafta pour kalo then ise wurano e contest yellow. But military coup ECOWAS ko amambeta. But you think that's right or wrong?
It's wrong.
Why?
You see, it's wrong because where it is coming from. It's wrong because who is saying it. I'll give you a case in point.
But no Marika, no Marik Fankara, Mortimialanko, Banco Mulatom Bond.
Okay, I will tell you. I like to speak my mind, that's who I am.
Okay.
I am not a Democrat, I am a realist. I am not a Democrat. I am a realist. Meaning I look at situations as they are, not based on what they say. Democracy in itself is created, is weaponized to put Africa down. So there's nothing like democracy. Because if there is anything like democracy, we will not have Africa condemned. Africa is 1.4 billion people. They don't have a seat at the world stage where matters are decided.
But in Kayaka Tibabu, democracy with Tibabulia, and
democracy, democracy, why is it that all the continents in the world are not represented at UN Security Council, are not represented as veto members or members who have equal power? Democracy is that. Democracy is that. Is France bigger than, is Germany bigger than Africa? Why Germany has, that power at the UN, but Africa cannot have an entire continent that is feeding the West, giving them minerals? Democracy. So much democracy. Again, democracy wale mundi. More komem, more Jamal komem. Kodi wale yeah. Tinibu membi be as the head of ECOWAS. Tinibu win election all. That is what we know. That is what we see. Why do you go Tinibu? Is that an allegation? It's not an allegation. It's at the court in Nigeria.
The court at the
yes. That is the truth.
So what are they waiting for? Not on court. No,
they are waiting for another stage. I think they are going to the higher court, which is the Supreme Court. But basically, preliminary reports have indicated that our election is highly disputed. Peter Obi. You come, Bio, Marabio, in Sierra Leone. Sierra Leoneans majority are saying it's disputed.
Come
yes. Even international organizations are actually saying you should publish something in that tola, because what the Independent Electoral Commission came on for, and more mentally, there is variance, there is difference.
The same thing, can I jump on Damian 2021 presidential?
And it's highly something that you can dispute. Now, I want to tell you this: ECOWAS becomes very legitimate if the only sole thing that makes and breaks us, which is election, is taken care of properly. If people don't have trust in elections, we cannot stop these coups. So because there are two ways to it.
So election will be fair.
We have seen that time and time again. Election if you are in the opposition.
Let's go back to 2016. Election
2016 in the case of the Gambia. To be frank with you, that is equally very, very disputed. It's very, very disputed. More Jamali, different things also. I win, I'm a win. But then what will tell you that people who said the election was not fair, was rigged, have actually a ground to stand on is IEC came with a certain number, which was, I think, around 55,000. They reversed the number and it became around, is it 18,000 or so. So people have right to say, what is this? Because we believe it's independent electoral commission. They have the mandate, they have the power, they have the resources. $98 million was spent on that election, or thereabout.
So what about new declare? Will at new winter? It is married to Sonola Banco Molson.
More killing of Kumafula. Don't that give opportunity for other people to question your
Momine Sembo dealer, a Funko dealer?
Yeah, they dealer. Yeah, election of conduct. Isita, yeah, announced. Imutana, yeah, Kudo Falafo. More killing.
Nilano in trust, Nilano Bigeto.
Mulana comme ñaati
tumo mi ne laate lele hanata ne kumo fo bi inate ko mistake ya fole ni lano bi
ni hani lano bi waka lano talale and wala kata ñim banko ay lano talale amanche presidential election da mati the elections that followed a lot of mistakes equally so waka banko fitino le wuli
mune ko course hade mo la nyanto fo kodo fo don daji ko fo ku ko tan mune ko course
daji ko bijele that I can tell you daji ko bijele again doku la lombalia begili. You are inefficient, you are not competent. We need to look at the people that we put in such positions. Because ñu le macho soto kabanko mala macho beto le so ni macho bete bulu macho buka di nyama tola macho buka di mola me ala hakilo mu dinni hakilolti macho ka di mola me ala conscious thing. So na election o aning asifal anyanta di la mola me ala they are conscious. They are trustworthy, they are honest.
Mbewd lam talam ba round of la demanding Senegal fele nin tembe nan safuno ko butung ECOWAS fele Thursday iko inter Midland ila miro to mune print la ko ECOWAS mune inter print la je.
My prediction is this. Mohamed Bazoum, who is this ex-president, iba bondi la ya exile ya samba banku dotu. So jaro anyway negotiate abe election o kela no nyame ye mo civilian.
Ila ta ka fa period of time dire.
Abe wala fa mekela. Okay, let me ask you. All this they are perambulating talking about. Let me tell you one thing. The soldiers that are there have support. They have support.
Baru bang ko dingol wolen carte fay wo pression ye min boni je.
Ba wo bang dingol kilingol le fana wulta ko to le ilafta nyinale. Soldier wala menke because the carte fay ay menna ama okay. And let me tell you this one thing. The world over army wala na soldier golti. Ni aje na army soto ni anga soldier go soto. To we are more different. Ye banko different. They come in for territorial integrity. Wala banko anim banko la fanko nim banko la nemo kasansa banko la fanko banko la nemo o manke president da mati womu banko la jiolti banko la sanolti banko la diamono banko la hadama dingol banko dingol la nyanto banko la jata kendia banko la karan niemo tombo puka woke ye kodo diala in the form of tax ye la moyala amadi manta wocheka andu yemo la soto yemen londi pour ye banko tanka banko tanko man ci president da mati ani minister di dani de hadama ding ya fam banko kan hende tankal ando mel ka wo tanka wallem jumaldi soja golti sang ite o man sa ke landi sindije pour woye do ko ke o man sa ke alay min di atolla pa al sey muna fala aka ta aka song aka di bantalan kolla mel yalla wol man la fi atolla nyaado tala
ila faka fo ibman saker ka ke sibjan dibe wonti
wala be changing Africa. So ndela jegoto ma fos Gambia so jega
den muno legacy ni man sakere ka kesi bijan muno legacy ka minto koma
e kamo
e ka legacy jumal to koma because ni kala sibijan dimo te legacy do kula ita fen do kula
ita fen do kula ibe do kuole ke kampu tibabo le andum be nyin question o answer mo jamal ka fo there is Russia be fen kam Africa kam bakale hey Russia bi man na Africa bi de Russia be Congolais nu ibigele nu apartheid in South Africa Russia no le kidol di those that we are fighting against the apartheid regime. Russia kidole used that. Well, they are apartheid winter no. You as a man song can support even Nelson Mandela was even blacklisted. Terrorists all mat. Wo more killing will be wala kana ke imuna fantola ntola man sakel menyin da control protect anina army menyin da kan protect. Inkan alay min ntola punga kana ngake sanoti. Wo man sakel ka si ikawo di bantala bankola. Alko army yesi army me la do ko la ntela jego because army la do ko mun ka banko defend amanje ka president ko defend ka banko ni ala nema fongo defend wala army la do ko ti
fo jarta ko dal
ni ma soto no sila dola ni ake coup d'etat you decide that's your personal decision Mr. Bojang will not tell you do that but if you do it against me yalo ibe mo tinyaka there is no attack ka nyapin kam bank coup de me ala a dangerous ka nyapin kam mol la nema fongo ala men di pour le fan nafa mo kilo ba taka ka di mo dol
ya advice la president advice mo se kumbalo to mo mina kala modi katande ko nataron ko men ECOWAS wa simpatala den asaka no Gambia fana ba simpatala
se kumbalo presidential advisor ngajela ay wofo by the attainment for ala diamo to wala Gambia is known for democracy Jawara, the former president, Alama, Alayam Fulama, Wolota, ECOWAS, Lokola, Lota, humanity, Lokola, democracy, Lokola. But Sekumbalo formalo, Munen democracy.
As an advisor to the president.
He doesn't know. A February, Sekumbalo, Fryan, media. Aning politician didn't know, Fry, Ka corner, Kukeno. They are not informed. One man can multi-million Londi Soto.
Didn't multi-million.
They are Londi Soto.
Molko Londo Soto.
I'm a Londi Soto.
Londo Momo Soto Nadia. President advisor, full advisor.
That is just privilege. BBB President said, advisor. That is it. But what we are saying is, when it comes to substance, Sekumbalo is not there to tell anyone anything. Yes, because he has not got what it takes. From what I see, he's saying. Now, let me tell you, what is democracy? What is democracy? Democracy, mansa kunda me ya lo mol si ya ngi wolle ya tombo kodi okay wala démocratie son ta wala je say mo Gambia mu me son ta le ko Afrika mu me son ta le ko Afrika la soto fengol ala men di nema fengol man Africa ni la sol man naka bondi e ka bondi nyame biko amanta Africa na faka majority of Africans be yo left muna na those leaders will not listen again. If democracy is majority, let me tell you, why are you going to install only one man? Even though you have tens of thousands of people's lives are at risk in Niger, and you have the chance to destabilize the entire region. For democracy is that democracy without human security is dictatorship and is kleptocracy.
Wato Pantana we have only 5 minutes more. You got song 2 years in prison, Senegal. And Dumfana Umar Sise transport unit la transport union president. Ako Senegal ning Gambia teben kambe ngomi yalan ko akete tema yenda ka kumande wo ya bunya ya horomale bari butum fonim faba kalno far kalno bawo teben kambe jamale kake at the end of the day dol katande ko Senegal ka at the end of the day ke singolo Gambia kande ni nata sakona driver fon la fanna bari sama bod la fon la bakale because transport union ila president jamto fana bari iko song sanji fula bunja wot ba dol ka menyin ka wolen ko munatinna ko manta ko we have 5 minutes
e ka mo balo la sunya yalla wala ni ngam jelende it's a serious matter but ngam jele a full politician like Sonko ay mo balo la sunya yalla on faale wot yes Sonko support Iman support is not the issue here is munan na nyimbe ci kan Sonko la munan na Macky Sall ka wada bon bula pour accès fenkono election munan Khalifa Sall just fight Sonko. It can même bien think la Sonko kan.
Is that a fight? Is that a fight?
It's just that. Chalolem no.
Amanke loi anin loi sentanyola.
Yeah, melka wo you loi use against it. Saying ibe la no la loi la nyaadi le. By the order ma wole bije kete fanka. That is why people will turn into other issues. Wala nka for moli. There are only 2 ways to the illegal is Ningbo legal silo is not accessible. More killing, for example, and they are better agents in all that what they are doing. It's just politics.
You think Sonko?
That's my belief.
si waat si street bi